Okay, it's 2:06 p.m. my time. I live in Nova Scotia. So what I'm going to be doing is I have a game called Subsistence, and they released dedicated server files about a week ago. But anyway, I'm going to download it. So what I do is I use Steam Command, and that's what they're asking you to do is use Steam Command. And I use Steam Command through scripts. I just created a batch file. I'll let you take a look at my batch file here. Steam Command run script update subsistence text. So that batch file, when I run it, is going to look for that text file and execute the script. And all this is saying is logging in as an anonymous. You don't need to use your credentials to log in. Force install directory C game server subsistence underscore server. Now, yours doesn't have to look like this. It can go anywhere. You can call it whatever you want, the directory, right? But I put all server files on my SSD drive because you want access to be quick and fast. You want all the information that's being thrown out there. And this is the app update. This is the Steam app ID that you want, and that's how I do it. So let's oh crap, didn't want to do that. Pooper scooper. I know to some of you it may look, what are you doing? I don't see what you're doing. This is not really a tutorial. This is just me testing out, right? So right now it's created the game servers folder that I showed you in the text file, and it's downloading the files, the server files for Subsistence, which, believe it or not, is a pretty good game out there. It's made with the Unreal 3 engine. Dated, I know, but it still works out. So we'll just wait until it downloads and finishes doing its thing. And as you can see here, while we're waiting for that, I have a few games I download for my server files. There's a whole lot more that are out there, but I haven't done this in over a year now. Alright, let's continue on here. I'll continue on recording when this finishes downloading. It doesn't take long. Okay, and as you can see, it's finished downloading. It doesn't take long at all. Actually, that took seconds to do. Alright, so what are we going to do here? Well, what we need to do is go into here to where I downloaded the files. Go into binaries, go into Win32. Now you need to do this only once. Run a dedicated server, so it creates necessary files. Just let it do its thing. You're going to see some errors pop up, which I suspect is okay. Like this incomplete cache shader map. Now this is the first time I've done this, so anything can happen. I mean, that's the thing about program, right? Software. Looks easy, but errors can happen. We all know what that's like. Yeah. Continue. I'll continue on recording one after it's finished. Oh, no, there it is. Okay, continue complete. Looks good. Okay. Okay, just go into Task Manager, highlight it, end task. Let me see here. Alright. Alrighty. Now that we've done that, let's see, where are we going to go here? No, I don't want that. UDK game, go into config. I think that's it. And you see UDK dedicated server settings. Go into that. Hunters enabled. We want true. Hunters attack. 0 is normal attacks. 1 is only revenge attacks. 2 is no attacks. We'll put it to 1. Easy, normal, hardcore. We'll do normal. Days per year, number of in-game days per year in-game. So we'll go for 48. Month override. Now we could go, that's -1, which probably starts you off, what, early as a default. But what we're going to do is we're going to do April. April. Yeah, it's not telling you what -1 is, but I suspect -1 will be default. Okay, password for my server. It's going to be that. Admin password. Pickles. And I know, what are you doing recording this, Mike? You know, people are going to find out because I don't run a dedicated server. I always password protect my servers. And I usually will only do that if I'm hosting for me and somebody else I know. So, server description, Pickles, hosted by name, I am, you morons. Now, I am max players. I don't want to overstress my system, so we'll just do 2. Non-player offline outage for base decay, 0. PvP damage, true. Players can damage player bases, true. Players can access enemy player bases items, true. Save it. Okay. We're going to go back into binaries. 32. Or hold on. Yeah, no, it should be 32. Where's the batch file? There it is. Run it. Now, like I said, this is the first time I've ever done this, so I really don't know how it's going to end up. I may have missed something. It's pretty easy to do, really. Just loading the map. Yeah, the save files list, I don't know, well, obviously that's a save file, and the reason why we're starting it up, there wouldn't be a save file just yet. At least I don't think there would be. Alright. Just let it continue on for a second. I'll continue on after it finishes loading. Okay, obviously no activity, so that must mean that it's done. Let's play Subsistence. You know, it'd be really nice for Steam to do is that when you start a game, it will minimize Steam itself. I really don't like that running in the background like that. I really don't. So we're going to play. Let's see. I don't know if it's going to be full screen because I haven't played this game in months. Months and months. I mean, it could be so poorly optimized that I won't be able to play it. I really don't know. As you can see what the CPU totals are going to give us here. Okay, we're going to pull this up here so I can see if there's any activity going on here. See if I could be able to log in, even see if it's going to be listed. Now look at the CPU usage here. That's high. That's really high. But I also have to take it to account. OBS is using 5.6%, 4.6% of my CPU, so I can lower that down. If I didn't have OBS running, it could very well be, you know, whatever. I guess we go coop. Server list. See if I even get listed. Wow, that's taking a while to get the server list. Like I said, this is the first time I've ever That there allows me to connect locally. This is the password I used. Let's see if it'll connect to me. I would suspect it's using Steam ports, but failed to join game. Yeah, it didn't even activate. It didn't even pop in. Showed me no activity on that. Wow, this is weird. Okay, maybe I need to, okay. Enable Steam overlay. I hate Steam overlay, but got no choice, right? Let's do this. Maybe that could be a possibility as to why I'm not connecting. I don't know. All my ports are open, so I don't have to worry about that. That I do know for a fact. Wow, this is amazing. This is rather... This doesn't look good. Let's see if that's going to activate, or see if anybody's... Yeah, I do know my ports are open. Yeah, something going on here. Okay, we're gonna exit out of that. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back into Windows Administrator. I never did take a look at the bat file really. Find out what's in it. Sometimes it's best to do that. Now, say C files. There is a server file there. Very basic batch file. There we go. I suspect loading it up with or oh crap, hold on, Mike. Idiot. You moron. I'm serious. Run it with some min rights. I'm such an idiot. I'm telling you, some days I wonder where my head is. I go about clicking things too quick, and or sometimes I won't even read something that's right before my blooming eyes. I'm serious. Like I said, this is not a how-to. This is just me seeing if I can run the server and host at the on the same system. Most of the time I can. There are certain games that are just, especially CryEngine, forget it. It's not going to happen. CryEngine is seriously the worst game engine out there. Let's do serverless here. I may have to run this game in min rights. I mean, I am the min. It's ridiculous. There we go. Don't ask me what's happening there. Okay, let's Let's go look for mine. Alright, let's see if I can't connect locally. There we go, we got contact. We got something kicking in here. There we go. Yeah, I just had to start the server. Now most of the times you do have to start your servers up for the min rights. And I just forget sometimes. Even though you have a min rights, with Windows you can kiss all that goodbye. Windows is a pig. It's a bad operating system. If all my games went to Linux, man, I would, on Linux, I'd definitely switch over to Linux and never go back there. And never go back to Windows, ever again. That's not the way that it is. Let's do my graphic settings, shadow detail, put that to medium. Wow, we don't need that on there. Actually, that really shouldn't be harming my system much. Max frame rate, we're going to go 30. Okay, you see how much more frame rate I got out of that when I reduced the frame rate and distance and that. Okay, let's take a look at it. There is my maximum. Now, of course, the amount of memory is 5.3 gigabyte. When another player ever comes on, more memory will be used. And my higher my CPU usage. But right now, it seems to be taming quite nicely. I'm able to run a server and stay pretty good. Stay within some good guidelines here, as you can see. Right? So, looks good. Yeah. So, the question I answered, are you able to host your own dedicated server depending on the amount of memory, right? Remember that, and how many people you have playing with you. The way it looks right now, I could probably get another 2 to 3 people to play online, my server. But I won't be able to do anything until I actually have people do it. And of course, a good friend John, he's over at his family's house. There's going to be absolutely no way I can touch it. So, but looking at the overall everything here, yeah, no, I should be able to at least host another 2 people at least. Yeah, I'd say. Alright, take care folks, but that's how I do it. And so, are you able to run Subsistence dedicated server and the client on an AMD Phenom 2 X4940? Apparently you can, with some good results too. Bye for now.